In this video, I'm going to be explaining and helping you all to set up a couple of restorative yoga poses. So I hope you are open to trying and kind of exploring these poses, seeing what happens, paying good attention to what your body feels like. Remembering that restorative yoga is really intended just for that. Just to allow your body to restore, to renew, and really kind of achieve that deep sense of relaxation. Creating space and time to connect with your breath, connect with your body, and just kind of slow down a little bit. So something we all definitely could use. So what you will find in this video is some examples of poses. I will be showing pictures of different people in these supported poses to give you some ideas of what some options are for modifications. Always remembering that this is your body, your practice. You are the expert in your body. And if you go somewhere that doesn't feel good, just come back, right? Really just pay attention or use another kind of support or try it a different way. As long as you're breathing and, being with yourself, there is no wrong here. So the nice thing about these pictures as well will kind of demonstrate the point that these poses and all yoga really truly looks different on every person's body. So again, there is no right or wrong. I hope you enjoy. Maybe you can kind of set up a few different poses and string them together and just enjoy yourself. Supported child's pose is a nice way to really start your practice and your time on your mat. It's a very grounding pose. It's often used at the beginning of yoga classes. So it's a really nice opportunity to start to bring your awareness inward, to start to connect with your breath and your body, and just kind of settle in here to your mat. So for supported child's pose, I'm going to invite you to find a bolster or a stack of blankets or pillows and kind of position them lengthwise on your mat in front of you. You can position your legs for child's pose right at the end of your bolster. So your legs are on the mat, not on the bolster or supports themselves. And then you can simply just fold forward slowly, allowing your torso or your upper body to drape over the bolster or supports. And this is where you can kind of use other supports if you have blocks or other pillows, blankets to kind of raise or lower the height of the bolster to really feel good to your body. Noticing that some of these pictures are going to show maybe the bolster is lower and maybe some people need supports underneath their hips, right? So depending on how open or flexible your hips are feeling today, this is going to look different. So you can let your arms come out in front of you. Your palms can face up or face down on your mat. And you can turn your head to one side with your cheek resting on the bolster. And periodically, it's okay to change the direction of your head if that feels okay on your neck. Remembering that blankets are also a lovely thing to use kind of draped over you while you're in any of these restorative poses. Knowing that your body temperature naturally kind of lowers as it relaxes. So it can, be a nice natural comfort to your body during this practice. And so here in child's pose, you can hold this as long as it's comfortable, maybe 5 minutes, maybe more, and just allow yourself to practice connecting with your breath, maybe noticing what your inhales feel like and what your exhales feel like. And just breathe and be. Supported bridge pose is a really nice way to allow your body to receive the full benefits of a back bend in a very passive way. So this kind of pose is actually relaxing, where typically if you're in an active back bend, that can be quite a lot of work, right? So you are allowing your body to open slowly over a longer hold time, which is a really nice experience. So to practice supported bridge, you are just going to need one block or one kind of support, and you're going to make your way to your backs on your mat. Your knees are going to be bent. Your feet are placed on the mat about hip width apart. Toes are pointing forward. And you're going to lift your hips up enough just to slide that block underneath your sacrum. So kind of at your low spine, right in between your hips. And just allow the weight of your lower body to rest on that block. So you want to find that sweet spot where your back is not feeling like it's hammocking or straining in any way. And it's best to start with the block at its lowest height. And if that feels okay after a few minutes, you can definitely try turning it so it's higher. But if you're going to hold this pose for a longer time, I encourage you to avoid the highest position of the block. And so lots of support, lots of benefits here in supported bridge. This pose can relieve headaches. It can really help to promote deep relaxation. It soothes the nervous system. Bridge pose can relieve anxiety, depression, and irritability, and it can also improve digestion, right, and circulation, and stretch the neck and shoulders. So it does quite a lot. So as you're here, I kind of invite you to allow your arms to kind of come out at a V. Your palms can face open. Your face can relax. Maybe your eyes even close. And you return to your breath once you have settled and found where this feels best. Supporting yourself in a forward fold kind of gives you the best of both worlds. So it allows you to kind of come as far forward as you're comfortable with more of a flat back. And then you kind of get to pile up folded blankets or blocks or pillows and bolsters to fill in the gap between your torso and your legs. And so what this does is it allows you to stay at more of a fuller extension for longer without getting tired, and you allow gravity to do the work. So how you start this is you can begin by finding a comfortable seat with your legs long in front of you. Your feet can be somewhat flexed, kind of your toes pointing up, and just have your props handy to one side of you. You can take a big breath in, kind of inhale your spine long, and as you exhale, allow your body to forward bend over your legs, whatever that looks like for your body. You want to stop your bend at the point where your back wants to round, okay? And place your blankets or blocks on your legs until they're high enough that you can rest your torso on them. And then it's okay to let your spine round at that point. If you're using blocks, you can also place your forehead on one so your head is relaxed too. And, kind of play around with if it feels better to turn your head maybe to one side rather than have your head facing forward. So, restorative seated forward fold can really do a lot of things. It improves digestion, it can reduce fatigue, and it can even lower your blood pressure. This can provide a gentle stretch in the low back and your hamstrings, calming your nervous system and kind of decreasing the overall energy and stress in your body. Legs up the wall is another restorative pose that really has wide-reaching benefits. So this can be used at the end of your practice as a form of Savasana. It can be used when you cannot sleep at night if you're experiencing a little bit of insomnia. This can be a lovely thing to help with the onset of sleep. So I encourage you to try it. You're going to start with your support, whether that is a bolster, a blanket, a pillow, whatever you're using. You're going to start with your support about 5 or 6 inches away from the wall. And there's no real graceful way to get into this pose. So set down that expectation, right? And sit sideways on maybe the right end of your support with your right side against the wall. And maybe as you exhale, you're just going to allow your legs to swing up onto the wall, and your shoulders and head are lightly going to come down onto the floor. Okay. So for this, your sitting bones don't need to be right up against the wall. If you're using a support, they should be kind of dripping down into the space between the support and the wall. Okay. You can adjust your support by bending your knees, kind of pressing your feet into the wall and lifting up your pelvis to kind of move that support either closer or farther away from the wall. And you can really, use this for as long as it feels comfortable to you. Really staying in it anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes is a nice amount of time. There are a lot of benefits to this. It relieves very tired or cramped legs, tired feet. It's really good for our circulation to have our feet higher than our heart. Legs up the wall gently stretches the back legs, as well as our front torso and the back of our neck. It can really relieve mild backaches, and as with a lot of these, very much calm the mind. Okay. So lots of variations that you can also bring to this pose. If you have enough wall space, you can slide your legs apart into a wide V to kind of stretch your inner thighs. You can also bend your knees, kind of touch your soles of your feet together and allow your knees to fall open, kind of finding more of that butterfly pose with your feet. So enjoy. Your final resting pose, or Shavasana as it's called in yoga, is all about finding that deep relaxation and allowing the this entire practice and your sequence of poses to really kind of settle into your body. So since it's all about deep relaxation, I really encourage you to use as many props as you have available. And so one of the nicest things that you can do if you are setting up Savasana on your back is to use a bolster or a rolled blanket or a couple pillows underneath your knees. It really kind of helps to release your back and feels really nice. A blanket under your head for a pillow or supporting your neck can make this pose even a little bit more comfortable. Remember to use blankets just as a cover, remembering that your body temperature does drop as you relax. So it's nice to kind of be prepared for that. And if you have extra blankets, it can be really nice to fold them up and kind of place them on top of your thighs. This can bring a little bit of extra weight that is very grounding for your body and can feel very, very relaxing. Shavasana can be practiced in a number of ways. So traditionally on your back, arms and legs, you kind of take up a good amount of space on your mat. Allow your feet to fall open. Your palms can face up. Your arms are out at a slight V. If you have something to cover your eyes, that's a nice thing as well. You can also practice Shavasana on your bellies as well. And you can, try to find Shavasana on your sides. Kind of your knees can be bent. You can use that right bicep as a pillow to rest your head on. And so, Shavasana really just allows yourself to fully settle into this deep relaxation, to allow your practice to settle in. It can reduce headaches and fatigue. It can help with insomnia. Shavasana can also help to lower blood pressure and lower anxiety and depression as well. And as you are settled in your final resting pose or Shavasana, I will offer a bit of a loving kindness meditation to end this time and this practice together. So as you are here, I invite you to silently and mentally repeat the following phrases to yourself in a kind and gentle voice. May I be happy and peaceful. May my body be healthy and strong. May I be safe and protected. And may I live with ease and joy. And next, I invite you to bring to mind the image of someone who has helped you in life, maybe someone you respect, maybe someone you love, and we'll send this person some loving kindness. May you be happy and peaceful. May your body be healthy and strong. May you be safe and protected. And may you live with ease and joy. And finally, I invite you to bring to mind an image of all beings. And we'll create this image of all without distinction, without exclusion. I will send out loving kindness to all. May all beings be happy and peaceful. May all beings be healthy and strong. May all beings be safe and protected. And may all beings live with ease and joy. And I invite you to allow yourself to take a couple rounds of breath here. And maybe notice how your mind and your body feels after this loving kindness, after this yoga practice and time of connecting with your breath and your body. I hope you continue to take very good care of yourselves and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.